And welcome back to the lunch hour. That was Necro Philosophy with Eternal Whispering Melody. Now, Jen made the statement when we were in the middle of that song. She's like, I don't know who these guys are. Who is this? And I told her I was going to reserve my comments. I don't fucking know. Straight up.
I waited for that.
Yep, I don't fucking know. I have no clue who these guys are. They started following me on Instagram about a year ago, maybe. And like they messaged me privately with the link for that the other day, and even were polite enough to call me by name and be like, "Hey, Dave, we just want to share. We just released this brand new track. We hope you can check it out." I'm like, "Hey, cool, thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and play it on my podcast on Friday night." They were just like, "Dude, like, thanks." So I even made it a point not to listen until just now because I was like, it would be better if I got an honest reaction out of it. And I liked it. That was brutal as fuck. Like, very fast, very just heavy as fuck, brutal as fuck, as I said, even though X Method already has a song called that. I've got like 3 streams of this going on, so I'm over here trying to find which one, who's watching where. So anyway, what's going on? It's post-Halloween here on the lunch hour and everywhere else around the world, I fucking guess. So how was your Halloween?
It was cold. I was sick, kind of. We've all been sick. You haven't been sick.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't lay that shit on me.
Eat shit. The rest of us have been sick, kind of. So it's been a nice balance of stay home and be sick, but you're 4 and you need to go out and get some candy for me to eat. And yeah, a lot of Halloweenering.
Yep. Like I played a show Saturday night with Nothing But Losers, and we took Wolfie again. I shouldn't have done it. Like, I feel bad. Kid was just kind of getting over a cough, then we took him, and now it's kind of worse. Yeah.
Now I have it.
And now Jen.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, really? You're gonna go with that? That's the reason why you have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
So, all right. So apparently, me prolonging Wolfie's cold by a day or two also gave it time to get to Jen.
Yeah.
And then I had a wrestling show that was Dia de Muertos in Dinuba for Blacklist Pro Wrestling. And I'm going to show you guys some pictures from both to ask you, our adoring audience, what look you think I look better in, because I have a shocking revelation for all of you. This is fucked up. So anyway, let's open our beers before you fall asleep over there.
I might. It smells like beer with apples.
Well, that's kind of what it is. I have, from 8-Bit Brewing Co., I have the Eye of Sauron. And now my computer's lagging. The Eye of Sauron, which I was super mad that at the wedding a couple weeks ago, I bought a bunch of these. I found this one, and of course I thought of the groom, Sean Malusco, and was just like, this is the most Sean beer. Like JoJo had even told me what he was going to say in his sermon, and under the watchful eye of Sauron was there. So like I had already grabbed this beer, and it was just like fucking fate. So, I let the groom make his choice. As soon as he saw Eye of Sauron, he just picked it up. Like he was getting it. But I made him let me try it, and I was mad because it was better than my beer. So I found one today, Sean. Fuck you. All right. And it was a great show, Xavier. But on the same trip, I picked up Jen's thing.
Oh, Humboldt Cider Company. Swipe right. I don't know. Is that good or bad? I've kind of forgotten.
Swiping right is good.
Okay.
And I don't remember that from the cigarette ad where they talk about swiping left.
What cigarette ad? Where are you seeing cigarette ad?
It was the anti-cigarette ad.
Oh, I'm like, I haven't seen like a Joe Camel in decades. Anyway, it's a cider. Apple cider blended with tart cherry and wildflower honey. It's actually a lot sweeter than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty good.
You want me to try it?
No.
Why?
Because I'm sick. You'll get my plague.
If I'm not going to complain. I'm not getting your plague. Like, I am plague free. I will not be plaguing it up. That does taste like apples and beer.
That's not bad, but I feel like my mouth is crossing the two. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Well, because this is a tart. They're both tart.
Okay, so then it's not.
They're both a little tart. They're both a little sour. This is definitely more nectary. Kind of got that pulpiness to it.
Wait, if there's pulp in that, get it the hell away.
That thickness. Gross. Did you try it?
Yeah, I didn't taste any pulp. But I've had beer where like I'll get halfway through the can and all of a sudden there's shit floating in it and I'm like, what is this? What happened? Get this shit away from me. Did you mold in like the 10 minutes that it's been since this has been open?
No, that's usually
I don't want this.
with the fruitier sours and whatnot. They have real fruit in them.
I do not want this.
But it adds to the overall flavor profile and makes it good. So, got a question out there for y'all. Like I said, I did a wrestling show on Sunday where I wore my normal wrestling regalia. As you can see, there I am, microphone in hand, mouth running, tie. I look like a fucking beach ball, like almost like a killer whale.
What is happening? Do you have 3 arms?
No, that's Amelia behind me.
You have a lot of arms.
So anyway, I that's me over there doing my normal look. That's how I always look when I do wrestling. Sometimes I got a jacket, sometimes I got a vest, whatever.
Sometimes I have 3 arms.
Right. Sometimes I got an extra arm going around there. So there's that. But Saturday night, as you all know, the tradition is that I am the loser or loser family member of my choosing. And I bent the rules. That's the best part about this. People are like, oh, it can only be Rick. It can only be Aaron. Whatever. No, this is my game. I make the rules. So I showed up dressed as the world famous makeup artist and world-class crazy person, Martina Bell. And, well, I'm just going to go ahead and here, take a look. I look strangely better in a dress than I do in a suit.
No, I hated that wig.
Okay, the wig sucks, but let's look at the rest of me. Like the corset gives, sucks me in a little bit, makes me thinner around this side. My boobs look amazing. Like, come on, tell me that's not some nice cleavage.
Well, yeah. Your corset is doing what it's supposed to do.
It actually worked for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about wearing the man girdle from here on out. The goidle? The boidle?
The boidle?
Yeah. The boidle, the man. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and get that off y'all's screens. I'm sorry about that. But, about 200 people had to deal with it for the show. We taking bets on when I get the plague?
No, we're not. Because Dave never gets fucking sick. Dave gets sick like once a decade. This kid's been coughing in my mouth. In my mouth. For days. I assume he's been coughing on you?
Yeah. Yeah. Last night he was coughing on me the whole damn time. Whatever you're doing, computer, stop it.
This computer is old.
And freaking the fuck out on us. So bear with us. Like, we're still good. At least to the best of my knowledge. But yeah.
Yeah. You never get sick. Well, I'm here dying with concrete in my sinuses. Maybe I'll sneeze on you or something in your sleep.
Please don't. Like, I don't know why you want to get me sick. Like, I don't ever want you to feel miserable like I do. And then here you come trying to make me miserable.
That's my job.
No, it isn't.
What the fuck is happening with this thing?
It's doing the whole, like, picking its own thing.
It's phantom touches. So this is one of the first touchscreen laptops. And it's 1 million years old. And it's doing this phantom touch thing where you'll just see little fingerprints or like the dots all over the screen. Like, there's a ghost in this house.
Yeah,
just fucking shit up.
There's a ghost in the machine.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Like, leave it alone. Actually, what really happened is my kid stepped on the damn thing, and so it cracked. What the fuck? Hang on, we're not doing that yet.
You will wait your turn.
Hey, I wasn't.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're okay. We're okay for now.
Did I exorcise the demon? Nope. Nay, I
nope,
did not.
nay, you did not. So anyway, back to this screen. So, dude, they were chanting "Show your tits." I never, in my wildest dreams, thought I was going to be the subject of a serious "Show your tits" chant.
How? How did you not think that, though?
Of a serious one. Like, of one where people actually wanted to see my tits. Like, it was weird.
But then you gave the people what they wanted.
Of course I gave the people what I wanted.
What? What they wanted? What you wanted?
No, what they wanted.
You said what you wanted.
Did I?
Yes,
I thought I said that.
No.
I'm going to go back later and watch it. But anyway, I gave the public I gave the people what they want. and I took
Give the
my
bitches what they
give the bitches what they want. Give the bitches more than what they want. And buddy, I am coming for you. On stage, this bitch tried to out off stage, just trying to say, like, kept trying to pull my titties off of me.
to remove
To remove them from my body. Do they? Let's pull yours off.
No.
Okay,
I don't want to
me
right
neither. Like,
Okay.
I'd look better without titties than you
I'll
would.
kill you.
Yeah, literally everyone was chanting, which, you know, it was an outstanding show. I got there just in time to catch the last song of Dead Meth Heads. Our little brother band, Xavier's in the chat here with us tonight. You guys are ridiculous. I can't wait to see what the future holds for y'all. Of course, the Modesto Area Music Award 2023 champions, Beheading of the Queen, another, you know, sibling band we got going right now in Modesto. Just seeing all these young bands start up reminds me of when I was younger, and I'm so glad to see it. Like, now we're the old people. Like,
Yeah.
like when we used to go see like Pops and like Danny and all them, and we're older than they were.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. So, but yeah, now we're the senior citizens on the block, and these new bands are coming up. And then, of course, after that was Forgotten Faces out of Fresno. Super sweet band. Visalia. And they made it a point to tell me that, and I told them it's the same fucking place.
But it's not.
It's not, but it is. And then, of course, Adinamia, our cousins. I think we're on different chats.
I don't even know. Like, there's comments, and then there's no comments, and I don't know what's happening anymore in anything.
Oh, here we go.
Your petition.
Yeah, your petition. And you haven't even, like you said, I told you at 25, like we could start talking business. You stopped at 20. You gave up. You quit her, Ellie.
It's been like 2 months.
And she can't rustle up 25. I know you've got more than 25 friends. Bitch, we hang out with the same like 62 people. I did.
Why?
Mostly because we got a piece of art coming tomorrow that even Jen has agreed to pose on. So I might be able to bag those pictures for you, Ellie. I don't know if I'm gonna be allowed to send them to you.
What?
The coffin.
Oh.
I got a friend loaning me a coffin. Just saying.
I'll sleep in it.
It doesn't look like it'll hold you.
The fuck?
Like, meaning like I gotta test the bottom of it. Because one of my
prop though, isn't it?
I think so.
So it's probably not designed for.
Well, we're gonna reinforce that bitch because I want to like carry JoJo around in it.
We need some like casters so it can roll. You know, safety first.
Safety first, then teamwork. So and I always give all the people what they want. Ellie, you just didn't accomplish your goal. So I think she left.
I don't know. No, she was supposed to. Anyway.
All right, so moving on to the next song, and then we'll come back and talk about my wife, you know, needing to send pictures to Ellie and Bailey. But this is a song by my best friend, your best friend, everybody's best friend. This is from Boss Blacker. I played it before. He yelled at me for not talking about it because I played it as the first song, then we went going. Oh, wait, no. We're going to play that later. My bad. In the interest of bringing it down a notch, I'm going to play my other best friend, the nicest guy you've ever met, Mr. Brian Debates. Brian Debates is somewhat of a unicorn. We've been like online friends for years, and we've only got to hang out like 3-5 times in person. Like,
we didn't even get to see him the time that we went to Porch Fest a couple years ago.
We drove by.
Drove past, but that was it.
We drove by and we're like, wait a minute, that's Brian. But we were on our way to, because we promised Wolfie he could check out J-Dub's band at the time. So, Life Jacket. I was like, which fucking band? Life Jacket. So, you know, but anyway, Brian is possibly the nicest guy I ever met. Always doing something cool musical. A few years ago, this band that he's in right now, the Stereo Hopeful, actually it was a few months ago, did the tribute set, and they did Incubus. And of course, I walked in as he was packing his gear up and walking off stage, so I didn't get to see it.
He wished you were here.
He did wish I was there. So anyway, Stereo Hopeful, Brian, a.k.a. Carlos and Austin, with Where'd It Go?
Did we lose that?
Truth be told.
Okay. Be gone. Be gone. Oh.
Here without, we are trying to redeem all our sins of the past, while within we are dying, though we've seen what we deem the last. But I know that someday we'll behold all the pain that we caused, and I know that someway, but truth be told, I don't know how it all will end. I'm scared. Safe inside, I can hide away all my fears, but there's still no escape from this tragic world and its shame. And you think we'd have learned after all these years that there's no but ourselves to blame. Someday we'll behold all the pain that we have caused. I know that some way, the truth be told, I don't know how it all will end. Someday we'll behold all the pain that we have caused, and I know that some way, truth be told, I don't know how it all will end. Someday we'll behold all the pain that we have caused, and I know that some way, truth be told, I don't know how it all will end, and I'm scared.
And that was the Stereo Hopeful, with Truth Be Told, right here on the Lunch Hour, which you can listen to every Monday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. over on the Eastern Seaboard. And, well, if you're in between,
Other places. That's
Figure-
sometime.
figure it out.
We
Yeah.
gotta get on that. Put a random country and give their time zone.
Botswana or some shit. So anyway, you can check us out on both platforms at either Gun Music Radio, independent underground radio out of Grants Pass, Oregon. Coy and all the team over there, thank you guys very much for hosting us, and we appreciate it. And also on our new home at Pirate Flag Radio.
Arr.
Arr! Get your peg legs, hooks, and rum ready, because we're about to get piratey up in this bitch. So I don't even know piratey.
I don't have an eye patch. You missed a booty joke. Like
I missed a boot. Well, where were you with that?
I'm sick.
I don't want to hear none of your
I
excuses.
just sneezed into my shirt, and I don't know what came out of my face, but it's in my shirt now. That's where I've been.
You act like you haven't had worse things down in that area.
I have, but not at this moment. Anyway,
So anyway,
what?
I don't know. Go ahead.
I just sniffed. I didn't have anything to say. I was just sniffling.
I was hoping you had something to say.
What if we run out of things to say?
We will never run out of things to say. My name is Lunchbox. And, secondly, we're going to get the coffin, do the bats, and Ellie gets pictures. But,
Yeah, I know. But that was then.
And this is now. Well, I'm gonna just try and get a whole. We got a coffin. I feel like we should just get this line of big titty goth chicks and take pictures and charge them like $3.
There's so many people in this house.
No, we'll line them up outside.
That's still here. Why would I want people laying in that? I mean, it's not ours.
Well,
first of all.
they're not all gonna lay on it. They're gonna pose on top of it, around it, in it. Like we stand it up, we lay it down. $3.
Elephant rides $5. Like,
see the elephant $1, ride the elephant $5.
Until Millhouse gets hurt or something.
Well, if he gets, remember when he got hit by the elephant and sent flying, said your kid flew 5 feet. That counts as a ride, and they said that was hardly 5 feet.
I think that's a win. An elephant knocked you something less than 5 feet?
I don't think getting knocked anyway by an elephant, be it 5 feet through the air or falling down, constitutes a win.
What I'm saying, though, is an elephant could probably knock you a hell of a lot farther than 5 feet. He only went 5 feet. Like, you should be thanking us, He didn't stamp you.
So I should be grateful that the elephant only knocked me a couple feet.
Well, by saying that means that you're Kirk Van Houten. So think about that for a while.
Can I borrow a feeling?
All right, she said no. Anyway. This isn't our casket.
But I warned them. You don't think somebody's going to ask me if they could store a casket in my house, and I warned them that I'm going to do a bunch of dumb shit with it?
Saying caskets are made for like one-time use, and
well, but this casket,
a lot of time use.
This casket's going to be made for multiple time use.
I hope so.
I might even reinforce.
Coffins. Did I say casket?
Yeah, you did say casket. It's a coffin. It's an old
if it was
school
a casket, I'd be way more excited.
It's an old school coffin,
I'm
not
excited
a casket.
that it's a coffin, but I think a casket would be really cool because I want to know how comfortable those are. Because frankly, if I'm going to have to lay in one of those for the rest of eternity, I want it to be comfortable. I want to know. I want to sleep in it. Door open.
I get it. Like, we'll see how it works. I'll bed you down in it and like get you the soft pillow and all that. Tabby said she wants to redo the lining and whatnot, make it look nice.
Well, yeah.
And as far as things go, boss, what's one person's boring music is another's, love of music. So you know what? Fuck off, dude.
I actually thought that was really pleasant.
I found it very pleasant. I enjoyed it. It's, I'm a big fan of everything Brian Debates does, and that's something, I got love for my people. Like, if they do something and they're excited about it, I'm excited about it.
I believe Brian Debates has good taste in beer as well. I feel like we've agreed on things beer related before.
Brandon said, please fuck in the coffin. I wasn't going to publicly say it, but we all know that's the goal.
I don't know if it's big enough for that. I don't know the dimensions of this coffin.
Right, we have to measure it out so we can plot and plan our coffin debauchery.
So we can plot. Fuck, I'm a mess. Okay.
It happens, but that's why you're a warrior. Because you're going to make it.
Warrior.
I remember when you almost died at hostility, all right?
I thought I was dying. Brandon gave me high fives because I was dying in the parking lot of something. And then you drove home. Yay.
Yeah, because that was back before I was able to drive, huh?
Probably. That was Pine Street?
Yeah. No, Bourbon Street.
Bourbon
Street in Concord. And that was the only time we went there. And we saw the mighty Onkla. Yeah, and then they went on to do a hella big shit. So, like, they were on Ozfest next year. What's up, River? Sean Zusman says, bless you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
So, anyway, now we're going to get to some music that fucking... Huh?
Oh, yeah, music.
Now we're going to get to some music that Brandon won't find boring because it's himself. I can also, first off, I didn't know that was Brian's music. Second off, not my cup of tea. So in all due respect, you can also fuck off. Or you can fuck off. And I'll tell you what, November 19th, at your house, I'm gonna elbow drop you off the couch. And then we're gonna go to Lucha Champs Wrestling. And I'm gonna boo you incessantly.
You almost said October, didn't
I did.
you?
Hell, it's the whole thing like when you start writing the new year, the new year and the new month and all that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And what sucks is we're coming up on one of those years where you can't swim with like 2 to the 3 wasn't bad. Yeah. But now we're at 3 to the 4. If you only do the loop, you're okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, Brandon, you spelled Brian wrong. So take that and suck it. And go ahead and listen to this new track. Actually, it's not even new. We played it earlier. But Brandon was mad that I didn't talk enough about it. So I'm going to play it again, and I'm going to talk about it incessantly. This is Blacker, Incineration of You, right here on the Lunch Hour, Gun Music Radio, and Pirate Flag Radio on the Radio King Music app. And that was Blacker, Incineration of You, right here on the Lunch Hour. Brandon just sent me another fucking YouTube link. I already got my set list picked out for tonight. So if you want me to play something next week, DM it to me. All right?
Slide up in his DMs.
Slide up in my DMs, yo. So anyway, that was Blacker with Incineration of You, which, one of the things with Brandon, when I met him, he was playing bass in Random Chaos. So I just assume he's a bass player, right? And then the next time we work together, we book him for the Brutal Innocent CD release because he hooked us up twice on Devastated Fest, and he did right by us. So I definitely had to put him on our biggest show. And he's the drummer, playing with a bunch of little emo kids. It was really hilarious, actually. Like all these kids with the scene hair and shit. And then there's Brandon, who looks like he could be related to me. So, you know, we go through that. And then when Brandon asked me, hey, first time I noticed him playing guitar, he asked to cover for Suburban Paranoia. And I'd never seen Brandon play lead guitar before. And I'm just like, wow, like you're a better player than I thought you'd be. And so seeing Brandon do all the instruments constantly, it's pretty cool to watch him put it all together. I've jammed with Brandon. I know he has a particular style. I love how he puts that his music is moody. Moody. That's always the term he uses when I tell him, of course it's moody. It's yours. He's like, fuck you, Box. And then admits to it being correct. So I dig it. Brandon's always going to have that angsty hardcore side to him. And he is a legitimate rock star. Don't believe me, just ask him. He's even got some stories with rock stars, and they'll tell you all about it. Like if you can track him down and talk to him about it, you know, that time he partied with Tommy Cruise and Van Halen. I hear about it constantly, guys. So, you know, go check out Blacker Forever. That's BLACK capital R. It's important. Forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Forever. All right, so should we do our death fact?
I do love our death fact.
It is definitely time. We have not had a death fact from our mistress of the macabre, the Central Valley's Elvira. Your friend and mine, Ellie Von Grimm.
Fun death fact. People once believed that drinking the fresh blood of an executed person was like a health tonic. So the person would be beheaded and the people would pay the executioner coins in order to get this blood.
People were fucking stupid. This person was just executed. Why do you think their blood is gonna like give you some miracle shit? This is like a robber or like a murderer or something. Drink this guy's blood and you'll
could be a
fucking murderer too.
Could be a rebel and traitor.
I guess.
Like could be a great person executed for crimes against crown or whatever.
I guess, but like we didn't specify that, so I'm just gonna assume I'm angry about this for some reason.
No, by all means, please.
Why would you think that? Why would you think that, like, first of all, that's a great idea, because it's not. But then again, people died from stupid shit back then. Why would you drink someone's blood that you don't know, first of all? Are you a fucking vampire? Why would you pay for that? You're a vampire. Go eat someone in the bell tower or some shit. Turn into a bat. I don't know. I can't get past, like, how you think drinking the blood of a potentially bad person would be good for you. Like, people were scared of all kinds of stupid shit back then. Why wouldn't it stands to reason that they should think I'm drinking the blood of a murderer. That's gonna make me a murderer. The murderer is inside me now.
Okay, so hang on. Let me correlate this to a horror movie because all
some cocaine about it or some shit.
Well, back then, I don't think they had cocaine in like Middle Eastern Europe. Ellie did not specify which part of the world that was in, too.
True.
I mean, I figure she tends to deal in medieval facts and
People
things like that.
all over the world.
Yes. Yeah, and we do.
All over now.
Well, and we have what's called collective consciousness. You know, for the most part, we advance at a similar pace. Once we hit a certain part of society, outside of your undeveloped tribes, like we've developed at a similar pace. Electricity, cars, things like that. Like, yes, some parts of the world have it better than others, but collectively in superstition, religion, we've all kind of been at the same pace as a society.
Okay.
So you're saying that could have been everywhere across the world?
I guess.
Okay. Now, she doesn't also specify if that's just everybody or if it's just the recently executed, like you said, the rapists and murderers. And
why would you? But if you're being executed, you're not probably a good person. Odds are pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, it depends on the time of execution. If we're talking revolution, and these are people that sympathize with the rebels that are getting their heads cut off or whatever, like maybe they're thinking that that person's gusto and charisma, because if it's like the leader of a unit or whatever, like their gusto and charisma would lend them the same credibility of gusto and charisma.
What did she say? Health benefits?
I don't remember.
I couldn't get past why people were so stupid. Was it health benefits, Ellie? I could watch it again, but I'm not really going to.
I was gonna say we could just play it again, but
We could. I'm barely upright at this point. So, in conclusion, in summation, people were stupid back then. Don't do that. We don't have executions. We don't have public executions anyways anymore.
Not like that. I mean, I don't think the coroner would give you a body, though. It sounds like something that our next topic of discussion would write about.
Possibly. Very possibly.
We should probably play the song first and then
Yeah.
segue. All right. So those of you who watched episode 10 saw that we had Sean Walusko and Cleona Aract on here. And Sean talked about his books and the type of stories he writes, and his friend, mortal enemy, whatever, Chad McDeadlift, has written a book, I think, to spite Sean. But first, before we give Chad McDeadlift any credibility, we're going to go ahead and play some old school Sean music. This is Godless Dawn by Zombie Death Stench, right here on the Lunch Hour, Gun Music Radio, and Pirate Flag Radio.
It's mandatory. You say you are.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best
I
way
thought I
to make money
skipped all the-
is not with physical.
It's not a good look for that guy.
Front.
And that was Zombie Death Stench with Godless Dawn off their album The Coming Bloodbath, which, if you know Sean Malusco, that sounds exactly like the sort of thing he would name everything.
Yep.
Like that's pretty close. And now Sean, as we discussed previously, is an author, has 2 books out there, Bloodlines of Chaos and Shadows of the Abyss. He also has a new collection of short stories exclusive to Barnes & Noble, and the dark and macabre art of Sean Malusco. If I fucked up the title, fuck you, dude. It's right up there. I put it up there safely because my kid does not need to see that shit, you fucking weirdo.
He would also destroy it.
He would also destroy it. So that being said, Sean has an arch nemesis that seems to have a problem with him. I think they met at the gym some years ago.
It's a weird stalking kind of thing.
Yeah, and he just follows Sean around on social media and even made his own page to go ahead and basically fuck with Sean. And once he found out Sean wrote a book, he decided to write his own. And that is Side Questers, The Hero Quits. I have yet to read this book, but Chad McDeadlift sent me a YouTube excerpt, which you can find on there, and it is age restricted because of some of the things said.
Some of.
All
of.
And right now, we would like to play you an excerpt from this Chad McDeadlift book. So give me your ears for about 2 minutes or so.
Make your children leave the room.
And yeah, and what are they doing watching this shit anyway?
Probably.
Oh shit. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I straight up my screen share didn't work and I just failed and we sat here quietly laughing. Hang on. Hang on.
For what, like 3 minutes?
Hang on, my bad. That was like the secret episode we recorded where we didn't do the screen share.
Crack upon its frame. Hero answered with a violent rebuttal of his own, sending his sword, Penetrator, across Rathmore's once purple helmet. They exchanged violent reprieve. With blow, battles tensed beneath the armor with easeful strike upon one another. As Hero brought his sword down upon Rathmore, the Dark Lord caught grip of Penetrator. Hero struggled as he jerked himself free, giving himself slight relief. As he escaped, he gave a planted boot into Rathmore's helmeted face. Rathmore in turn spit up the liquid that built up in his throat. I see you still have the touch, Hero, Rathmore said as thick black ropes of sticky blood ran from his lips. And you have not but darkness touched deep within you, Rathmore, Hero returned. You too shall feel my darkness inside you as well. Your darkness will never touch me. I shall do more than simply touch you. Then you shall meet the end of my... Hero paused. Wait, what do you mean by that? Rathmore held tight his massive weapon and raised it up from the ground into the apex of his wall-belted waist. He looked on as Hero stood posed for battle before felling his sword to his side. Hero shifted his eyes from Rathmore to the battle behind him. He looked back at Rathmore, who was standing with Wrathgiver fully erect and ready for further battle. This isn't working out, Hero said to Rathmore as he dropped his sword. Ha, yes, for I shall seize victory and... Wait, what did you just say? Rathmore asked in confusion. Us. This isn't working out anymore. What isn't working? We're to fight till one of us is claimed victor, and the land is engulfed in eternal darkness or everlasting peace. That's just it. I've beat you up countless times and claimed victory, yet you just keep coming back. Lord Rathmore changed his tone from that of fiery rage to pleading complacency. Yeah, I'm a Dark Lord. It's what I do. You defeat me, and I return to seek vengeance. So pick up your sword, Hero, for you shall meet your end. Hero raised his bloody gloves up to his face and pinched the bridge of his nose in unfettered frustration. You're not getting it. I'm done. We're done. It's Rathmore. You win. And honestly, this darkness isn't even all that bad. Summers have been hot, and the shade is quite pleasant. Hearing Hero's words, just halted their attack and gave way to the fumbling orcs. Hey, he's got a point. Aside from the constant death, torture, and threat of being eaten by orcs, the shade is actually quite nice.
So yeah, there you go.
This goes on like this.
Like basically what it is Chad McDeadlift has written a book where there's the epic fight that's usually at the end of the movie, and the hero just decides, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is boring. I whooped that ass. My God, every battle is a euphemism for gay sex. Really, Sean, you don't think we noticed that? How many times could you say beat him off, penetrator? The fact that you can't even hold a straight voice when you say penetrator and beat him off. And your darkness will be inside of me. What the fuck, Sean?
There are so many dick jokes. Like the 8-year-old in me is like perpetually laughing. So many dick jokes. I gotta go find something to blow my nose on because I'm just dripping everywhere.
Jen's gonna go blow her nose. So yeah, the point is Sean, you know, I joked with, because when Sean shows up in the chat, sometimes he's drinking and next thing you know, he just talks about jerking off constantly. And our shows become the topic of subject is jerking off. And I read both of his first 2 books and there was nobody talked about jerking off. And I was like, you know, I expected more jerking off in this book, Sean. And now he is thrown the book to Chad McDeadlift, and Chad McDeadlift has written a story primarily based on jerking off. Wait till the cum storm. Sean, I don't know if you remember this, but when we were over here after the show cracking beers and you had enough to drink and said, okay, don't show this to anybody until I start this, you read me the cum storm scene out of your phone at the insistence of your fiance at the time, wife as we speak. And yeah, I can't wait to play the audio for that on this show, because guess what? Chad McDeadlift has paid me copious amounts of money. And so now I'm going to play an excerpt from every Chad McDeadlift book that comes out every week, just to try to get people to pick up a copy of The Hero Quits by Chad McDeadlift. It's actually, so far, I'm impressed. The prologue was a little long and a little deep in explanation about how they're not trying to piss anybody off, but they're here to piss people off.
But here's how we're going to piss some people off.
So yeah, we're not here to piss anybody off, but we're here to piss people off. So anyway, go out, get some, and pick up that new Chad McDeadlift book, The Hero Quits. All right. So moving right along, because we're actually running a little long tonight.
We want to just skip the movie. We'll do it next time.
Wow, you feeling that bad?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
But this movie deserves more than 30 seconds because I loved this movie. So let's talk about it.
Okay.
We'll table that discussion.
Table that. Maybe we'll do another episode tomorrow night. We don't know. So anyway. Damn, kind of took the wind out of my sails where I was going with that. It fucked up my flow.
I'm not sorry.
No, it's okay. Just messed my flow up. All right. Well, today is the birthday of the person who, well, every week we got to play a track by him. So happiest of birthdays to the one and only J-Dub Rocks. If you got him as friends on Facebook, go out and wish him a happy birthday. Let him know you're thinking about him. Or more importantly, go on to YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, and all the streaming sites and check out some Book of Job. Just released a new EP on the 13th, which I wasn't able to listen to. Well, all right, I listened to it early, but I was going to listen to it the day of. But, you know, this Sean guy called me, made me do a wedding. So anyway, this is The Devil Wears Bands and Vans and Bandies, title track to the new EP by the Book of Job, right here on the Lunch Hour.
No, coke that she blows won't echo up for sins. And I see all the lies and deceit, and the devil she hides in her grin. Tears in her eyes and she swallows her pride. We see that ever make up since. So she hides all the tears in her eyes, and she swallows her pride with cement. She's a long time coming. She's a lifetime burning out. She's a long time coming. She's a lifetime burning out. Oh, she's so scary. The devil is out. Oh, I'll be buried and burning it out. Oh, she's so scary. The devil is out. Oh, she's so fine. I'm so in love. Oh, she's so scary. The devil is out. Oh, I'll be buried hanging out. Oh, she's so scary. The devil is out. Oh, she's so fine. You know I wanna make her mine. I'm so in love and alive.
That was Devil Wears Vans and Panties by the Book of Job on the birthday of the creator of the Book of Job, that the almighty J-Dub. So that's our show. Jen wants to dedicate more time to Slash Lorette Party.
I want to actually be functional and not feel like I'm falling over, because this was a really good movie, and we need to talk about it. Just not right now.
I find that to be a fair representation, and you know that's the only argument I'd accept. Like if it was just, I don't want to do
I
it.
don't want to. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm dying.
I'm done. Suck it up. But
I can't even take any NyQuil.
sure you can.
How am I supposed to drink my half a bottle of NyQuil I drink when I'm sick? When you made me drink a beer.
I made you drink a beer. You could.
put this in my hand.
I set it on the table.
And you opened it.
No, I didn't.
I synced it.
You're lying.
Anyway.
So anyway, this has been the Lunch Hour. Once again, check us out at 8 p.m. Monday nights Pacific. And that was Pacific, not specific.
You said specific.
I said Monday nights Pacific. I didn't split it. Bear with me, all right? So anyway, Monday night Pacific Standard Time. You can 11 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard. And Madam J told us what time in West Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I missed that.
I'll find it.
We need you to be a little more
Noon
specific.
noon tomorrow in Western Australia on the Pacific.
Ooh. That's a long ways away.
So either way, check us out on Gun Music Radio and our brand new home, the ship we run around here, Pirate Flag Radio. So Ellie got up to 29 signatures. So look for Jen's look for Jen's new picture soon.
Why? No, do not look for them.
Don't look for them
No.
unless your name's Ellie. You can't send them to Bailey though,
Okay, so I'm Bailey.
because I wanted
Sorry, I'm Bailey.
to be a dick about it.
Okay.
So anyway, we'll see you guys next week, maybe tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll give Slash Lorette Party its own 20 minutes.
Maybe I'll drink a bunch of NyQuil and then we can talk about it.
Maybe. So if we show back up and Jen's high on NyQuil and I'm drunk as shit, you'll know why. So check us out on the Lunch Hour. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us all night. And Fairy Come may be bioluminescent.